Hi everyone, I'm Kathy Hazel Adams. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you are returning to the channel, you've subscribed, thank you, welcome back. I just want to talk with you for a few minutes today about how the inspirations that we have, the decisions that we make, the choices that we make, the actions that we take can look very similar but have very different motivations. The impetus behind a choice or an action or decision can be very different, and that difference makes all the difference in the world. The reason I even wanted to make this video is the subject actually came up a few days ago. I was talking after one of the spirit talks. I was visiting with one of the attendees who's also a very dear personal friend, and we were visiting about the fact that she has a property out in the country, and she grows vegetables and things, and she loves to keep animals, to raise and keep farm animals to a certain extent. And she was saying how she had this sort of flock of goats and a lot of baby goats that she was going to sell. And she mentioned that she just felt inclined to keep a few, just in case, because we don't know what's coming down the road here, obviously, with the way the world is and the way the USA is with food supply and whatnot. This lady has children, and so she just felt like she wanted to keep a few goats. And she was sort of, it's not that I feel afraid or anything. And I pointed out the very same action that we take can be fear-based or love-based. It can be based in, if I don't do this, I'm going to be in trouble. I'd better do this or else. Or it can be love-based. Love, joy, nurture, highest, best intention. This just feels like what I want and need to do right now. There's a yes feel to the love-based actions, and there's a running away from feel to the fear-based actions. And so I pointed out to her that, if you see somebody running along the street, for instance, when you think about it, that person could certainly be running away from danger, away from a situation they don't like and want to be in. They can be running to where they want to be, to a wonderful situation or person or thing. So in other words, you can be moving forward and into what you do want, or you can be escaping, running from what you don't want, but the actions can look exactly the same. That's what I wanted to talk with you about today. For instance, another example of this kind of thing where it can come up is, people that exercise a lot and are very, very careful to eat the healthiest foods, whatever that is, because as we all know, you can tune into any expert, any YouTube channel, any opinion, and they vary wildly. But the point is, if you're eating healthy foods that you've been told are healthy, whether they feel really good to you or not, that's eating out of fear. If I don't eat this, I won't have the nutrients I'll need. I'll get fat. I'll have deficiencies in this or this. I'll die younger. Or, if I do eat this, I'll be hurting my body and I'll be aging faster and I'll get fat, whatever it is. You're eating and making your choices out of fear of what you don't want. And the same thing with exercise, the whole sort of obsessive, I'd better exercise or I'll get fat. I'll lose muscle mass. I won't be healthy. I won't be doing it right. Versus being in your love, light, joy, creativity, that higher vibration, and eating the foods that feel vibrationally congruent to you and your body. Not because someone else told you this is what you should be eating, but just because it feels like, yeah, I just feel an urge to be eating this way now, or to eat this food now. And it could be anything. Maybe you have a sudden urge to eat some red meat. Well, maybe you need the complete protein and the iron content in the red meat. Maybe you have the urge to eat eggs. Well, maybe you need not only the protein, but all the vitamin A and the vitamin B and the choline and things that are in the egg yolk, etc. Maybe it just feels good to eat fish and green vegetables and some fresh walnuts and orange slices on your greens and your salad. Certain foods or ways of eating are just going to feel right vibrationally congruent, vibrationally coherent with your light. You're in a place of love, light, joy, creativity, and that's the vibration you're in. So everything you do and all the choices you make are in line with that and are motivated by that. It's a love, nurture, highest, best intentions for self, not out of what you're escaping or avoiding, but out of what does vibrate. I'm seeing this beautiful golden vibrational light right now. That's the only way I can put it. Same thing for exercise. Right, we're human beings with physical bodies. Moving around is good, but why not move your body in a way that feels joyful, whether it's dancing or not, that feels like dancing, that feels like, yes, I want to be doing this. Yes, this feels like how I want to be moving my body right now. For the longest time, I personally did something that was sort of like shred yoga. It was yoga-based postures, but it was movement that actually really did a lot of toning and a little bit of cardio, but a lot of toning and whatnot. And I felt very good. I haven't wanted to do that. What I've wanted to do is be out on my bicycle and just take a nice long hour-long ride out in the hot sun and everything. So I am just doing what feels like, yeah, this feels good to me, and I moved my body. I love myself. So here's what it is. Eat with love and nurturing intention toward yourself. Feed your family with love and nurturing, nourishing intention. 4, not running away from. Move your body out of love, enjoyment, what feels nourishing and self-loving and true to you. When you are vibrating in that higher vibration, love, light, joy, creativity, loving, nurturing intention towards self and all, every inspiration, every decision you make is going to be in vibration with that higher vibration, not out of the lower fear, lack, run away from what you don't want vibration. Abraham Hicks said something related in one of his recordings. He said, swim with the current of what you do want, not against the current of what you don't want. So there is a healing frequency. The healing frequency is all about that love, joy, creativity, well-being. And the mascot for this energy is actually dolphins. And pretty much everybody loves dolphins. As you know, they're so highly intelligent. They're so active. Everything they do is play. They make play out of everything. They enjoy their lives. There seems to be very little conflict and negativity within dolphins. And again, very highly intelligent. They have 8 lobes to their brains. So even when they rest or sleep, their whole brain isn't sleeping. Part of their brain is always conscious and awake. One esoteric writer who wrote a Pleiadian Lightwork book said that dolphins, and I'm paraphrasing here, are sort of our more highly evolved mammalian spiritual cousins, that they are actually more highly evolved, more intuitive, spiritually involved, and that they're here to help us start vibrating at this higher consciousness level. So anyway, this healing frequency, which I am invoking and opening up for you and anybody who's listening, and I've been in it and seeing it all morning. I'm just seeing light and blue ocean, blue sky, just light-filled, joy-filled. I am, by the way, right now seeing a gorgeous, clear emerald, I'm going to say liquid light, which is a very healing color, come in, and I'm seeing it come in over traumatic. So any of you listening today that are carrying trauma still in your psyche, in the cells of your body, this frequency that's showing up as this gorgeous emerald light is neutralizing and essentially removing, helping you be clear of the traumatized energy and state. And I am seeing 2 other healing frequencies, I'll say, coming in the form of color, sort of an iridescent rose pink, which is love, universal love. And I'm feeling it very much here in my heart as I say that to you. And also I'm seeing this lovely iridescent, sparkly gold light coming in as well, with the word safety, your profound safety, your profound blessedness within the God consciousness, source consciousness, universal consciousness of which you are a self-aware, individualized expression. I am seeing these things and sparkles all over right now. So these energies are opened up for you. They are healing energies, healing frequencies. And there you go. I feel somebody just changed here. Some of us just changed. Allow in the joy, the love, the unconditional well-being of that dolphin energy. There's a peace there, because even though dolphins are very active, obviously all the time playing and doing things, your heart can be at peace. You can have peace of mind. Peace as in not threatened, not in fight or flight mode, just unconditional well-being and joy. So I only record a couple of videos a week, but if you would like to see more of what I have to offer, I've recorded quite a few videos on YouTube. Also, feel free to go to my Patreon page, because there I have not only all these videos I've recorded for you all on YouTube, but I've also recorded and posted all of the spirit talks that I've recorded with live attendees and all of the mid-month meditations that we've been doing. And the Patreon membership includes unlimited access to all of that, plus 15% off any past or future classes, workshops, meditations that I schedule, and 15% off all of my private sessions. So if you would like to, please check it out. Patreon.com, Kathy Hazel Adams, Quantum Spirit. I hope you have a magical day and that something I said was useful to you. Bye-bye.